Hello all traders, hope all is fine with you and doing well. As promised, we're going to review the trades that we have taken on the futures and CFD Pro Firms accounts during the week of Monday, 5th of May till Friday, 9th of May 2025. And as you see on a daily chart candles of S&P 500, this is the Monday and Tuesday price moves that was bearish, followed by two bullish days that wasn't so strong, and then finally a sideways rangy day on Friday. So let's review the futures profit accounts trades taken daily and posted live, starting with the Monday, which was bearish. As you see on a 1 hour macro chart, the price was going down during the global session and finally found the support, and during the New York market session when the price broke this level and reached this level of support around 10 o'clock, and we see that on 10-minute structural chart an uptrend channel was forming, so I took long position on Nasdaq, as you see, with setup T, and also Dow Jones on this channel, which was going up with more setup T, and S&P 500 with setup T here and closed in the upper area of the channel with profit, and also another setup T position on Nasdaq. And as you see, the result of these long trades were positive, as you have seen on the live daily trades posted on Monday. And on Tuesday, the market was bearish during the global session, but it broke this level, and I was traveling, so it was highly volatile with no direction. And as you see, it retested these levels few times and it got rejected. So when I came back later afternoon, it was the end of New York market and the price was testing this level of support here on Nasdaq, Dow Jones and S&P 500. So I took one light position for quick scalp, as you see, with entry and exit with setup B on Nasdaq, Dow Jones and S&P 500. As you have seen from the live daily trades posted on Tuesday night, that these three positions were closed positively. And on Wednesday, the market was bullish and tested the previous day high and close, but it couldn't hold and it got rejected and it started to go down. So I waited for a deeper pullback when the price was testing this level of support here on Nasdaq, Dow Jones and S&P 500. I entered here two long positions with setup B on Nasdaq and C on Dow Jones and also B on S&P 500. And these four long positions were also closed with profit, as you have seen from the statistics that were posted on a daily live trades on Wednesday. And on Thursday, the market bounced back and found the support and had an uptrend channel during the global session. So during the New York market session, it retested the previous day close and high, and it got rejected at this level. So this wave of uptrend on the structural 10-minute chart was taken after a deep pullback here. I took three long positions, one on Nasdaq, one on Dow Jones, and one on S&P 500 with setup C. And all these three long positions were closed in the upper area of the channel with profit, as you have seen from the stats of the daily live trades posted on Thursday. And on Friday, the bullish market had a deep pullback and again retested this level. So the price was in a narrow range sideways, and to trade this, I waited for the price to have a deeper pullback and see rejection here from this shadow that you see on 1 hour macro chart, and entered here at this level of support on this retracement which was going up, and you can see it on a trading chart that I entered here with setup C and T on Nasdaq and also C on S&P 500. And these four long positions also were closed with profit, as you have seen from a daily live trades posted on Friday. So that's a summary of the trades taken on some of the futures profit accounts. So on the small 5K CFD profit accounts, these are the list of trades that I have taken this week, and you can see that it was taken mainly on S&P 500 CFD contracts. And I took some quick scalp at the beginning of week, and then I had to travel, so I took some swing trading positions that I hedged them with opposite positions when the volatility was high and I was traveling. And you can see that I closed the hedge after travel with some loss and also gains, and overall this shows the total balance for this week, which wasn't very trendy and very choppy. So overall, from all these trades, we reached a total balance of $148.20, with the profit factor of 1.08, and this shows the equity curve during the hedging positions that went down and up again later when the hedge positions were closed. Looking at the stats of all these trades taken in the second stage of the challenge, we see from 791 trades taken so far, we had 628 winners, resulting in 79% win rate. And this shows the equity curve that, as I mentioned, since the beginning of trade war, it became inconsistent due to very high volatility and unexpected news and tweets about the trade war. But with lowering the trade size and hedging the accounts when there was high volatility and no direction, we were able to manage the drawdown for the end of the day, closing trades below 5%, which is the daily loss limit imposed by the prop firm. So we're now about $50 away to pass the second stage of the challenge. But still the volatility is very high and the market direction is not very clear, and even in hourly and structural trading chart we see large shadows with high reversals. So till the market become trendy and more smooth before the tariff, like these areas that we had with small shadows, we will take cautious and use a smaller volume when the volatility is high and increase the lot size when the volatility is normal till we pass the second stage of the challenge, and keep you updated till we get funded. Thanks for your attention, and hope all these trades taken by the PAAT system for fast scalping on the futures prop firm accounts, and also fast scalping and swing trading on the small CFD prop firm account is useful for you. And let us know if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day and also weekend.